Hello and welcome back to The Broken Doll. All right, tonight I'm working on this wonderful doll here. She's Patsy lookalike. She's a wannabe. And the thing is about her, I want to just take her and figure out her length. Now, so I can talk to you about her. Let's see how long she is. Because if she's the right length, then I nailed the right doll. So let's take a look here. Yeah, this is her. Okay, I thought so. All right, let's talk about her. All right. One of the things about Patsy doll, when she came out by the F&B Doll Company, she was very popular. And she trailed right along with the Shirley Temple doll. Now, I believe the Shirley Temple doll did a lot better, but so did the Patsy doll. And we can't undermine her at all either. She had a wonderful place in the doll world. But out along came some other wannabe Patsy dolls. This one here, how do you identify them when they have no name on the back of them? Well, because she came with a wrist tag. And once the wrist tag is lost, so did her identity. But there was something that you could also go by with these dolls as well, and that's her hairline. So anyways, if you were to go on doll reference and just put in doll reference, if you have some no-name Patsy dolls, unmarked ones, I just put in doll reference unmarked Patsy dolls, and so up will come a page where you can go on there and it will show you all the hairlines of these dolls, and you will find, and you identify yours through the hairline. So match up the hairline. I matched her up to be a doll that was made in the 1930s, 12 inches, which is what she is. Her name was Bobby Ann. And she had a cardboard carrying case with a wardrobe, oilcloth roller skates. She was unmarked with a hand wrist tag saying she's a Kitty Pal doll. She also came with in a 13-inch doll as well with a wig and sleep eyes. But she had no carrying case or wardrobe. So what she wore is what she wore. There we go. So anyways, nice to know if you have some of these dolls that you're trying to identify and say, well, I know she's in the Patsy family. She belongs with the Patsy dolls. She should be standing beside the Patsy dolls. But why is it that I don't have a name for her? How can I get a name? That's how you're going to have to do it when it comes to these ones that only had a wrist tag. Even Horseman made Patsy dolls. There's other companies on there you'll see if you look this up on your computer. Now I did test her paint. She is painted with acrylic. You can see here it came off. There's her color that they gave her. Now she was blonde by right, so I'm going to return her back to being blonde. So that's what I'm going to do with her. But her paint is just not sticking very well to the doll here. I'm having an easy time taking it off. It just falls, like, I'm not going to say it falls off, but look at this. This is what plastic paint does. It doesn't like to stick to wood, you know, and you can get it off so easily. You know, and that's what I like about when they are painted like this, because they're easy, you know. It's when they're made out of oil and you're trying to get the old oil paint off. The oil wants to stick to the wood. Now, she's been damaged here. She's been damaged over here, a dent in her. She has a dent right there. And she also has a dent on her body right here. I don't know what they were doing to the poor little thing, but she has been, you know, damaged. But somebody didn't want to fix it, and they just went right over it with paint. Now I would just level that off with just some spackling, or you could put Milliput in there if you want to too, you know. I don't think it's worthy of the Milliput. I think the spackling will do just wonderful by her, you know, but you see how easy her paint just comes right off. It's acrylic. It's a plastic. You put plastic on top of wood. It's not good. This is why you want to get this off of here. And, you know, I had someone say to me on my channel, which was, she meant no harm. It was a really good question and a wonderful thing to bring up, saying, well, you know, that's what they had back then. If they had acrylic, they would have been using acrylic. And by rights, they probably would have. But would it have been good enough for the wood? You know, that's what you're looking at. You want to do the doll justice. Because as soon as acrylic came out, they were putting this acrylic right on wood dolls, you know. So as you can see right here, fine example of it, you know. This probably was done by a second-hand person, like secondly done, because just like I told you, manufacturers didn't do this. There's a lot of lines on here where I can see where paint was taken off. You know, in here it needs to be fixed a little bit. There's still old paint right here. This is old paint. You know, someone chipped this off and You know, there you go. So I can see old paint on her. So someone did this themselves. They didn't do too bad of a job. She looks pretty good, you know. But I would like to see her rounded up a little bit better, you know. And we can fill all this in with some spackling and everything, you know, make her look a lot better. But she's a pretty little thing. She's a gorgeous doll to have. You want to show her right up beside the Patsy dolls. This is wonderful to have here, you know, with these dolls, you know. So you want her right up there among the Patsies, because she came out during the time of the Patsies. Like I say, when a doll came out, it was a piece of pie, and everybody wanted a piece of pie. If you were a doll manufacturer, you're going to want a piece of the Patsy pie. There was the Shirley Temple pie. There's a pie for everybody out there. But oh well. And could my mother make pies? Oh, she was a good pie maker. My mother knew how to make a pie. Oh, I have never come close to her skills when it comes to making a pie. I'll buy a pie before I make a pie. I have tried, you know. I think I could do it if I put my mind down to it more. Maybe today, now that I'm older, you know, I'll make an apple pie sometime, try it out again. I'm not going to give up that quick. But my mother she was great at it. Oh, she could make good pies. But anyhow, yeah. She made apple, cherry, strawberry, rhubarb. Oh my goodness. Oh, they were good pies. Blueberry. Oh my goodness, yes. Miss those pies. Anyhow, that's all I'm doing is chipping away out here in my shop tonight. Just chipping away on her. And yeah, so now I was asked a few questions here too. What was one of my questions? Was what shampoo do I use? Grace Burke 4860 asked me, what shampoo do I use on my dolls? I just use whatever's in the buck store. Now you can go and order from Dolls Part Supply. You can order from them shampoo there for dolls by Twin Pines. It's good shampoo. I'm not going to knock it. It is good stuff. But I'm going to tell you, I've used buck store shampoo, dollar store shampoo, and it works just as good. I've never had a problem with it. So it's up to you how you want to spend your money. I tried it because I was told you got to try this stuff out. I had somebody on there saying you got to try Twin Pines. You got to try Twin Pines. It's okay, but I've had the same results with other just store-bought shampoo. You know, if you got a bottle of your own sitting there, you know, some herbal essence or whatever, throw some on your doll and wash your hair up. You know, that's what I do. Now, if you're talking about a synthetic wig, it'll do fine with it. I've even taken Shirley Temple wigs and washed them with it. Mohair, I've done it with, which is goat. You know, it's goat hair. So I just shampooed it. Didn't even think twice about it. Just stuck it in and shampooed it. You know, and turned out beautiful. You know, so I'm just saying to you. You can do whatever you feel with what you know your money and what you want to spend. But I'm going to tell you, Dollar shampoo works. Did fine by my dolls, and I know a lot of people just use dollar shampoo on their dolls. So just some, you know, if it's about money, you know, not all the time, but you know, it works just as good. It won't harm your doll, and that's what I've been using. So, but I'm going to tell you, the Twin Pine shampoo is nice shampoo. You know, it's just that it gives the same results. It cleans just as well. Dollar shampoo cleans just as well. Like I said, I've used Herbal Essence. I got the Herbal Essence conditioner here, and I do all my dolls' hair in the conditioner. There you go. And I also have Twin Pine conditioner, and I still go to the Herbal Essence one. So, just letting you know, I'm just not going to promote one over the other, because it is about what we can afford today too. So I got a lot of people on here that are on budgets. I'm on a budget. I budget myself all the time. I'm always, you know, working with my money the best way I can. And like a lot of people out in this world, you know, make your dollar stretch as far as you can make it, you know. And like I say, if it's going to come from a dollar store, for me, I'm going to use a dollar store. If I can afford something maybe a little bit more, then if I can, I will. But if I don't see the value in it, I'm not going to, you know, and that's like everybody out there, you know. So, you know, I like I say, dollar shampoo is just as good. Go to Walmart, grab a bottle and a shampoo of it, you know, wherever you shop. And if you're going to buy a dollar store, stop in, pick up some shampoo, you know. So just you know, saying that to you there. that you don't have to go all out, you know. So what else was I asked about? Oh, stuffing. Amylon. You were asking about what type of stuffing do I use. I gave you a link to what I suggest, you know, but I use wool. Wool stuffing, yeah. And what what I'm going to say about that is, if you are taking the stuffing out of your old 100-year-old doll, from the 1930s, you know, 80, 90-year-old doll, and you see the stuffing there, and you want to replace it, that's fine, you can. But also, that old stuffing is still good. All it's done is it's been compacted, and it's just dirty, and wool can be washed. And how do you wash it, though? Because it's all in, you know, big clump you pull out, you know. So I buy those zip-up bags that are mesh bags and that are for the washing machine, and I buy 4 of them. Now, at my Walmart, I can get 2 in a bag. You got to go back to the ironing section, you know, where they have the irons and all that, and that's where I got mine from. So go back in that section there, buy yourself, I don't know, maybe you can get yours in 4s, you know, but I had to buy 2 bags, two packages, and there's 2 bags in a package. Put your stuffing in the first bag, and then the second bag, the third, and the fourth. Zip them all up and throw them in your wash machine. Now, I also put them in a... Now I'm going to say something, though. The reason why you're doing the 4, it might seem like overkill, but it is because you don't want that stuffing to come out and start floating around and go down the tube and, you know, lose it through your washing, you know. So I also put it in a pillowcase and then pin the pillowcase up. And then you're fine to contain it inside that pillowcase. An old one. Don't use anything really good. You've got a nice old thin one. That's what I use. I keep my old thin ones around, and that's what I use for stuff like that. And then you can wash it up, and you just don't want it coming through those holes. And I like I say, it might seem like overkill, but you want to overkill it. In this regard, you do. You just don't want that stuff floating around in your washing machine and going down with the water, you know, so... or hurting anything by clogging up anything too. So that's why I say get 4 of them. You won't regret it, and because the wool wants to come out through the holes, and if it has to fight through 4 different layers of holes, maybe you can catch it in 1 or 2 of those bags, you know, before it leaves, you know. And then if not, if you put in a pillowcase on top of it, it's trapped in the pillowcase, and you can pull it out of there. I just throw the pillowcase inside out and start picking it out of there, you know, type of thing. So. But anyways, there we go. I'm just going to pick away today. That's all I'm doing. This is so easy, this picking here. Yeah, I just love to, this. It's almost like therapeutic, you know, just taking this paint off here. You know, but anyways, yeah, she's a lovely doll. She's going to be beautiful again. Yeah, and, but I hope everybody's having a great week so far. We're getting into the hump day here, the middle of the week. You can make it. You can do it. So everybody, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed seeing this here. We're going to get this lovely little girl fixed up here. Get this little crappy part here. Look at this. Look at that. You know, just got to get that paint out of there. You know. Yeah. There we go. And now we can see right down inside of her there that that's been pushed in. I was up in her head here, and I can't push that back. No. It's like a chunk was taken right out of her there. That's too bad. Isn't that sad? What they did, it goes right into this part of her forehead. That's why you want to take the paint off and see, because as far as I was concerned, I thought it was just right here, but it goes even further into here. So once we get over to here, we'll see how damaged this is, because you don't know if there's cracks underneath leading anywhere. That's what you want to see, because if they are, they'll start, they'll continue on, and you want to stop those. But yeah, there we go. But anyways, that's the name of the game. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed seeing this. A lot more of this wonderful doll world stuff to come. And we'll be talking to you again really soon. Subscribe if you're passing by. And thank you to all my subscribers, both old, new, and in between. And if you want to leave a comment, go ahead. But we're going to get this little girl fixed up here. She's gorgeous. So, like I said, just go by the hairline. And that's how I was able to identify her. All right, thanks again. Look up doll reference. And I put down doll reference Patsy type, or unmarked Patsy doll. That will work, you know. Thanks again for joining me. Bye-bye.